All right. So how to deal with that? How to tackle this? Because it looks complex, and it is a complex drawing, I must admit. Okay, it's basically having that angle here. Look, there's an angle there. Or there's, you see, so from the nose it goes straight to. So this is the first thing I will do, is to get the gesture, to get the turning point, or the gesture. That's how it's called. You have that line here, which is top of the head. Then you get the hand. Then you get the shoe here. Then you have the head, which we always start. Alison, can you see?
Yeah.
So the head is there. The hair, which is in particular, that's 1950s haircut, I guess.
Been there.
Yeah.
Still there.
Still there, okay. Shoulders. Then you have, look, so we have that axis here, and then you have the shoulder here. So the line of the shoulder from her right and from her right and left shoulder. So that line, that axis, somehow is parallel to this. It's not exactly parallel, but it's similar. Okay. Now, yeah, keep an eye on this now, because where the kneecap is appearing, it's, if you go in a horizontal line, then that, because I had it before, that shoulder is actually not too far from so these are the lines. So if I have a horizontal line there, then this distance here is not that far. It's actually almost as the face. I've noticed it. So because I had it before with the previous class, the kneecap went really low, because it gives the impression you're looking from top, which you are, in a way, you're looking from the top. As in, so the artist, the viewer or the artist is slightly higher, standing above the figure. So that's why it gives the impression it's much lower, but it's actually not that low, as I said here. So we have that. Now, another line that I should be aware of is that shoulder to the hand, this line here, which runs almost parallel to this line. So this is the axis, and this is the shoulder to the hand. So this is the axis, and this is shoulder to the hand, which goes straight down to her kneecap. Sorry, not kneecap, foot. Then you have this angle here, look, which is actually like a V shape. You see that V? I mean, I'm hugely exaggerating now, but there is a point there. There's a V shape here. Look, this one, there. And then you have that beautiful, look, you see how simple, I'm, as I said, overly simplifying it, but to make a point. There. And then all this area, apparently, is all dark. So I'm trying to work with shapes, instead of working with knee. Well, we will see the knee, we will see the hand, but you don't see the hand at this stage. It's way too early to see the hand, because you get lost. No, everyone, even professionals will get lost. So you need to build that's our scaffolding. We need to build a structure which we can rely on later on. So that's it. So that axis goes straight down, and it meets exactly the foot. So that axis, which I said, the other part of the V shape, goes straight down there, and it goes straight to her foot. There you have her foot here. Now I've done one foot, so I've got one foot, which is this one. Obviously I need to clear it up, because now with the chart it looks a lot darker. Then I've got this, and I've got that. So I've got pretty much almost everything I need. I need now to be a little bit, not pretty much everything, but a lot of things there. Then this shoulder needs to go further up. Keep an eye, because it's very deceiving. Her chin enters the shoulder area. So you might be thinking that the chin is high. It's not. It's really enters the shoulder area, enters that area. So the chin is quite low, and that makes her face being down there. And then you have the hair there. And obviously the chair, look at the chair, it's actually the same line as the angle of the shoulder here, there. So the chair. Then you have folding, the folds of her jacket, whether she's wearing. I don't want to get too detailed with that. But then I can, what I can do now is from her kneecap, which is, we found out, didn't we? We had the V shape, then we had that, like a clip that we had here, which is, yes, and that created that C. That's a V shape and that's a C. It's like a letter C, it's like a half of the C. So, and then we have the kneecap. So from the kneecap, look, go straight onto that line, and you will have two lines which they start from the kneecap, and this is the chair, the legs of the chair. So kneecap, 1 and 1 here, and 2 there. These are the chair's leg. There. And now, if I squint my eyes, and if you squint your eyes, you will see that all this lower part it's like a patch. It's like somebody throw a bucket of color there. Look, so from the kneecap straight down, we got this. Look, you see, it's that really dark patch. I should have done that from the beginning, actually, because that will make things even more simple. It will simplify it even more. But anyway, we're learning as we're going along. And what else? Oh, the shoe. The shoe. Look, the shoe. She's about to take the shoe off from her left foot, as she's got that shoe off here from her right foot, and then the cast shadow of the shoe down there. Now, it's very interesting because now it's so dark on me here, so I need to clarify now where I am and what I'm doing here. Now is the time to be a little bit more, what's the word? Commit with lines, okay? So, because everything is blurred on me. So, how about I start committing with some lines now? This is her kneecap and shin, and this is her dress above her kneecap here. And let me do patty rubber. I had it and I just, oh here, yes, thank you. So look, what I need to do now, going back to the original image, get rid of those dark lines because they're confusing me and you. So we get rid of those, and then now we see clearer. So this is her kneecap, there, that's her dress. Okay. Thank you, Jill. I'll stop till Jill comes back because she's recording. Oh, it's David. Good. Hey, Jill, I've stopped, so don't worry, I've stopped. Hi, David. Hello. Hello.
Late as usual.
That's all right. Don't worry.
Hello.
You have to sit there?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Come on.
Oh, no, very nice cat.
Proper artist. Okay. So then we have the kneecap, her dress, which is her dress above her kneecap, that will bring it up, and then a little bit of light here on her calf. And how about I can come now with that lines that I had previous, that V shape. Do you remember that V shape we had here? Now within that V shape I can move around my putty rubber to create the folds that I see here. And then you have, don't forget, the wrist. And then the hand itself, which is moving there. As I said, she's about to take her shoe off. And very delicate, she's moving now. The 3 fingers in the middle are together, and then you have the 3 fingers together, and then the knee, and then the pinky goes a bit further up. So that's her wrist. She's doing, so her hand is not like this, her hand is, so the wrist goes this way, and the hand moves that way. It's a beautiful play. It's very beautiful, the play that he's doing there, the artist. It's done on purpose, obviously she's a female, so it's a bit of a play there with it, and it looks very attractive. So then you have the collar, and then you have the dark here, and then obviously the breast right here, and don't forget, because I had it before, the dress on the kneecap doesn't go that way. It's not moving up, goes inwards, goes that way. Now, yes, I had that, so I'm highlighting, keep an eye on that. And as we said, you remember, horizontal go that way, and you will have the shoulder and that very close by. So if I go horizontally there, the shoulder here and the kneecap there will be very close. Let's get rid of that because that's also confusing everyone. And then a shoulder down here, shoulder, 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 shoulder. This part of the shoulder just moves or becomes part of the background. Keep an eye how I'm going. I'm being very, very, well, brave you might say, or even crazy, because I'm going, look, it's totally going very, very dark. But that's on purpose because it's not a portrait. So don't get involved with the portrait. The portrait is so small, it's insignificant. It's the gesture. Obviously, there's a beautiful portrait. I'm not saying that we should ignore it completely, but we should be a lot more concerned with the gesture than with the portrait. We have time to work on portraits. We'll work on portraits. Only on portraits, if you want. So yes, look, light area, dark area on the portrait. Then you have the bright of the background, which surrounds the head. There's no need to do anything else. Look, there you are. And dark here, and then we have her dress. Folds, which is, what's that coat? It's a coat, isn't it? She's wearing a coat, like a winter coat, I think. And then you have this one. And the chair's leg, so we have, as I said, do you remember that line, that V shape, or that line? Well, it is another V shape. One drops down and one there. Now, how down, how low? Well, the answer is here. A horizontal line to her heel, and it's almost at the same line. So heel is here, then you go this one. That's one leg of the chair, and this is the structure of the chair, and then you have the other leg there. So as soon as she looks like she's sitting, you don't have to be very detailed with the chair. There's not the point of the chair. The point is that we know that she's sitting, we know, and it shows that she's doing that beautiful, delicate move, that she's a beautiful model. As soon as we get that, there's no need to do anything else. Well, you can because you will have more time, but once I'm demonstrating, I don't need to go and do all that because it's just understood that we know, as soon as we see the gesture, there's no need for more details. Now here, this is really close. Her right arm is really close to her body. It's there, look. You see? Start moving, start making the gesture. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. We don't need more details. As I said, you can because you will have a lot more time. But for me, I think this is where I can end. Let me do a little bit more lighter foot here. You see? Now, I've changed the structure, and that's not good. So I can go back now and commit with some more lines, and look at this. And make the foot a little bit better looking, or better, well, not looking, but better shaped. More of a correct, not better, but close to what we actually see, and not what I think. There, and then softly merge these. That's it, basically. Now, you don't need more information there because obviously you will have more time to do this, to do that line, to be a bit more precise with the coat or what's exactly going on. A little bit shine on the head, on the hair actually. Look, shine on the hair. And keep that light area, dark area, and the background. Bring the background this way. Move it down, keep that. And soft. Squint your eyes and you will see. It's there, it's like that, look. No more information. I have enough information there. As long as the axes are correct, the gesture is correct, now I can spend a lot more time and be, as I said, for me to be more precise, I will have to go here and do that, which I cannot do because obviously for obvious reasons, but to be more precise, then you will have the time to do that. I think this is enough information to start it, okay? To get started, basically.
Okay.
Oh, I've done it for you as well. You don't have to see that, do you? Alison, no, it's good to see it actually. Yeah. Okay. Hey, hello back. So we had a little break. Now we've started it. Let's finish it off. Okay, so a bit of sand in the paper here, sandpaper, and sand in the charcoal. And let's work a little bit more on the folds. Well, hand to start with. Give a little bit more of a different shape here. So I've done it a little bit more of a turn in the hand here. Now that doesn't exist there, so I can take that off. There's no need for that. I have it a little bit of a fold and repeating the fold right here, simplifying a little bit this area, which is quite complicated, onto what's going on actually there. That's the chair, and we got the chair legs and the other part of the chair. You have the other leg on the right hand side, and a little bit of the chair legs on that side here, although it's not necessary to be so precise with it. And a little bit of shadow here on the ground. Getting it there. Work on the face a bit more. I think I need to be a bit more consistent here, as it is quite vague at the moment. Sorry about that. And then you have this, and you have that hairline here. So something's being burned there. Okay. Hair is dark. Get the hair. Nose. Eye. And the lip here. Just a hint, just a hint. There's no need to go too deep. Okay. The sausages were burned there, so that's why the alarm took off. Sorry for that. Live recordings, that's one here. Okay, you've got the hand here, which is, she's just hand on her right knee, drapery, sheen here, and the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe somewhere here. Yes, there you are. She's looking towards her shoe to change it or take it off or put it on. Doesn't matter. And actually, I've given the calf a little bit more. You see, I've done the calf a bit more muscular here. There. Probably need to do it a bit more of a less muscular. Get the heel there. And oh, that's the other shoe. Correct. And there. Bit light in the middle. Okay, light here on her fingers. And the wrist together with the hand. Not where I needed the light here, but wrist a bit straighter here, straighter there, and a smaller hand, smaller, much smaller than that. Another charcoal. There. Okay, lighter here on there, and light on the side of the face. There. And that's not me, that's Milo. Sorry if I got Milo here, Ollie there. What a house. You got a drapery here. Light for chair where she's sitting. Got the light here for the chair. The chair is here. And light there. And possibly, well, it doesn't have to be that defined chair. I can work it as a background noise here. Doesn't have to be a definition of the chair at the back, but I can work with the size here and make it a little bit more. That's define actually the drapery. Okay. The chair here. Hand, just brighten it up the hand a bit more. That will help. And the shin. Brighten up the shin, brighten up the toes. That's the foot without the shoe, remember? Bit lighter here. There. There. Okay. Keep it dark at the back. Make the shoe a bit more defined. To make it a little bit more elegant. You have the there. Okay. That's interesting. A little bit more work on the hand itself. There we are. Again, it's too small to do more details. I'm not making justifications here, but honestly it's too small. And working on that drapery a bit more, especially there. Drapery and then hand, which is her right hand actually. There. To be honest, it's so in perspective that it's difficult to define this right hand as well, but I'll do something, I'll simplify it. There. Let's put it this way, just simplify it. By the way, I forgot to mention, at least on camera, because the students already know, that's after Andrew Loomis. He's hugely influential, Andrew Loomis, with his books and his theories of how to draw and how to draw in perspective, how to draw, how to start a drawing, how to progress. He's one of my favorite artists together with Steve Houston, which is in the New Master Academy. It's my favorite American drawer. And quite a few Russians and some Chinese artists, which I will later on, probably inspired by them, I'll do some drawings as well. Okay, how are we doing here? A bit lighter. Get the foot, put the toes around here. Possibly not too much detail again, because otherwise will just be a very detailed, and that's not the aim. The aim is to do the gesture, as we said. So to have some detail, but not a lot. Otherwise, it starts becoming it's becoming an academic drawing, and I want to keep it at that sketch. And there's nothing wrong with academic, obviously it will be a lot better, but still, it's such a small piece, and to want to spend a lot more time on that, I think I have spent already enough time. And I think that's at a good stage now that you can bring up your drawing here and work with this by looking at what I'm doing here. And a bit more finger work, and also working on the hand itself. Bring the wrist, bring the drapery down here. That's the shine, the reflected light on the drapery. A bit softer here, instead of so edgy, sharp edges. I think that's a bit better with softer lines here, and also getting that softness on the hand as well there. A bit more attention to the eyebrows. The collar, a bit of light collar here, collar on that side, on the neck, this side as well. Hair, a bit fluffy on the hair, and I think got too far up with the head. Just trim it. There. That's better. Alright, I think it's okay, it's going okay. You've got the drapery of her dress here. And that cast shadow. Again, don't want to be too detailed, but I think that will help to create a bit more perspective and depth, and then that could go lighter as well. This one here. And the shoe again. A bit more attention. I don't see what's going on at the back because it's the way that it's being drawn, so we cannot see where the ending of the shoe is, but there. Tip of the shoe. cast shadow of the shoe onto the foot here. I think that helps. There. And actually the shoe is turned towards us. I've noticed that, but I was thinking I'll do it differently, but no. Let's do what we see actually. Yeah, the shoe is turned towards us. The tip of the shoe here. Okay. And a bit of a smaller foot. The foot, the size of the foot is actually the size of the head. Now if you come across this measurement, yes, the size of the foot from toe to the heel is pretty much the size of the head, from top of the head to the chin. Okay. And you have a cast shot of the head onto the shoulder here. Okay. And some drapery here. And some highlight on the hand together with the wrist here. There. And here as well. Alrighty, I think we've come pretty much to the end of the drawing session. So starting it, but also finishing, because most of the times you do not see the end of it. And I think that's pretty much the end of it. Highlight, shoulder, 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 there. And obviously I could have sprayed it and had more details to it. I think it's good enough. Sprayed and then add Conte Paris, I mean. And work it with a lot more details to it, but I think it's good enough. Bit of neck, light on the neck. Yeah. And a bit more jaw, a bit more rounded. Jaw more rounded, there. Keep the shin a bit more a bit sharper than that. There. Lighter the calf, sharper the shin, the shin. And his hand is troubling me a little bit, as you can see. Wanted to make it in a delicate fashion, but actually I'm not succeeding on doing it. But no, that's what, well, best solution so far. Wanted to give that delicate feel to it. Okay, well, that's it. Not spending more time on it, because you will get bored as well, if you're not already. Okay, today is the 22nd. 1 second. Wow, 22nd, 22. All right. See you on the next one then. All right. Can we close it a bit more? Close, take it close. Take it off the stand. the original Andrew Loomis, and after Andrew Loomis, Emile Nicola. All right.